Hello everyone, I am Jiang Yanbo. My assignment number is V07 in the data visualization course. Here is my presentation. I aim to find the best NBA player for the 2020 to 2021 season through a 10-minute data analysis. Some players are very popular, and we cannot easily figure out who is the best. We need data to figure it out. Firstly, let's understand the NBA game. It's a 5-on-5 basketball match. Players take on positions such as point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. You can see players of each position have distinct average heights. Different positions require different physical attributes. Hence, we focus on varying data metrics. We will use several metrics to pick the best from each position. We start with WS and BPM. I give some brief here to let you know there are some accepted advanced states. It's evident that all players follow two types of distribution. One cluster shows a linear correlation between the two metrics, while the other cluster shows a scattered BPM distribution with WS close to zero. In this plot, MP means the playing time. I attempt to find the relationship between playing time and BPM. Players with almost zero playing time shows highly unstable BPM, likely due to a small sample size. For others, BPM remains mostly unaffected by playing time, showing a faint upward trend. The highest WS values are proportionately distributed with time. Here we compare the scoring distributions between players who play more than the average and those who play less. It reveals that players with more times always outperform in scoring. And I exclude players whose average playtime is below the league's average. To get a clearer view, you can see a linear relationship in the distribution of the two advanced metrics. This indirectly proves that these metrics can help identify generally excellent players. And here I want to zoom into the top right corner to further filter out elite players. It's evident that Nikola Jokic significantly outperforms others in both metrics, undoubtedly making him a top contender. Moreover, we need to consider players from different positions. And here is an interactive scatter plot to show some detailed information here. For example, it's Nikola Jokic is the best players of all, and this is LeBron James and this is Antetokounmpo, but they are too close, so you can use these tools to just zoom in and separate them from each other, and you can just select several players to highlight them and have some information about them, and you can refresh it to go back to the original windows. Here we want to filter by position. We want to find the best players in each position, and we start with the center. In the center, you can easily find out that Nikola Jokic is the best player of all the other center players, and for power forwards, Giannis Antetokounmpo dominates. Among small forwards, Kawhi Leonard is undisputed. But some interesting findings among shooting guards, two players lead in different metrics, hence we add both to our contenders list and further compare them using other data. A similar situation arises among point guards. Exceptional performers are listed. I will select a maximum of one player from each position, so we will compare these three players later. I will further introduce TS percentage and VORP to compare our selected players. We especially focus on point and shooting guards to determine the best in these positions. And it's essential to know that I have amplified differences among players. As professionals, their metrics are inherently close. To identify the best, we need to magnify these differences. In intense games, even minor performance differences can change the outcomes. In this picture, Stephen Curry and James Harden lead their peers in their positions and top contenders. Jokic, the leader in advanced metrics, is also very impressive. And there's a fun fact that Curry's career average TS percentage is the highest historically. From VLRP data, Harden still maintains an advantage. The two metrics affirm Harden as the best shooting guard. However, distinguishing between Curry and Luka Doncic still remains challenging. Advanced metrics as a singular number cannot fully represent a player's on-court distribution. We still need basic metrics to analyze player strengths. We will use PTS and EFG percentage to simply describe a player's scoring ability. It's evident that Curry excels in EFG percentage. Similarly, he leads in PTS over Doncic. Looking at defensive metrics, TRB and BLK is what I select. This capability and this can highlight a player's defensive capability and chance creation. Typically, post players excel here. And you can see Giannis excels in both metrics, and Doncic and Harden also lead in their respective positions. Using another ranking, Doncic still edges out over Curry, and Harden unquestionably outperforms as a shooting guard. But considering the offensive importance for point guards and Curry's historic scoring record, I finally choose Curry as the best point guard. Ultimately, we identify the best player for each position. I will continue to exclude some players. For example, Harden lacking a lead in any metric is excluded, and so is Leonard. So who is the best among them? We'll collectively evaluate based on the season's honors and data, including MVP, win rate, season basic data, contribution ratio, and championships. This season's MVP went to Jokic, but others still on the list. For example, Stephen Curry is here and Giannis is here. Moreover, Giannis and Curry have won MVP multiple times. Considering the season's win rate, Giannis boasts the highest win rate in both regular and postseason games. And from the scoring of all the games in this season, all three have their up and downs. Overall, Stephen Curry has the highest scores, and Jokic has the lowest scores. But they all far exceed the NBA's average scoring level. So they are all very good players. However, in relative terms, Stephen Curry has the highest scoring variance, meaning he's not very consistent. This is a plot of the plus-minus value. It reflects a player's contribution to victory. From this, it can be seen that all three players fluctuate greatly. Giannis performs the best, while Curry performs the lowest. Here's the Curry's average. Furthermore, Curry also has the highest variance in the plus-minus value, indicating that his contribution to the team plus-minus is indeed not as good as the other two. However, in terms of the team scoring contribution, Curry is the player who contributes the most to his team. This means that the team relies more on his scoring. His burden is heavier than Giannis and Jokic. In the end, the season's champions were the Bucks, led by Giannis, proving that he can lead the team to victory. So, in summary, I finally choose Giannis as the best player for the 2020 to 2021 season.